You know, some dogs in southwest Missouri are softening the hearts of even the state's most violent offenders. Our Lindsay Clein spent some time at the South Central Correctional Center over in Licking to learn more about the Puppies for Parole program and its impact on the area. Lindsay?
And David, Puppies for Parole is a statewide program through a partnership with the Texas County Animal Shelter. The South Central Correctional Center in Licking has participated for about 5 years now. In these Missouri prisons, it's not only offenders who are being rehabilitated into society, but previously unwanted and unadoptable dogs are getting second chances as well. Behind these walls,
dogs definitely change people's lives in here.
Behind these gates and barbed wire fences, hundreds of men are left to sit and remember their biggest, and for some,
it's definitely opened up my eyes.
Their most regrettable mistakes.
Second-degree assault and armed criminal action and stealing.
Norman Hardesty is one of those men.
I've been to prison before.
He's had several run-ins with the law.
Just never listened to anybody.
But this time, while serving a 26-year sentence, he's determined
to stay out. Stay out. I want to spend more time with my family.
He wants to leave a changed man.
I would say before I really didn't do nothing but just sit around and just kind of was miserable and standoffish to everybody. I'm a lot more social, respectful to others, and out, introducing the dog to people, and just a lot more active, taking programs now. I've got a better outlook on life now.
It's a change he credits in part to the Puppies for Parole program.
It helps me as far as the stress and, because the environment that we're in.
Prisons are kind of loud. Not kind of, they're loud. And when the dogs first walked across outside to our yard, you could have heard a pin drop.
I mean, it was just so quiet out there. Everybody was on the fence line and, pointing, because nobody actually thought we'd ever get dogs in here.
And from that time on, the fellows have really adapted.
Hardesty has trained approximately 8 dogs while behind bars, and with everyone that leaves,
it gets easier the more dogs you have.
A piece of him goes too.
I mean, you do get attached to them. It's hard not to. Teach them the basic obedience which we're required to be in the program. And once I get that done and they're doing that like they're supposed to be doing, I'll teach them to shake, roll over, maybe speak.
A distraction, an escape from a troubled past, a hope for the future.
It gives us an avenue where we can actually put our mind to positive things, instead of just sitting around, on idle, because that's all we have in here is time.
There's been a lot of fellows who haven't seen dogs in 25, 30 years, and they have them walk up. I've seen some guys in tears. They actually get to touch a dog.
It's kind of amazing. I mean, I can try to describe it, but it's, to see somebody that's done that much time and with violent crimes and stuff of that nature, getting down and baby talking with the dog, just hardcore, just hardened hearts. And get around the animals and their hearts soften up.
To be eligible for the program, the inmates must go through background checks and various treatment programs. Some of these men may never get out, potentially.
That's true.
Somebody that knows that they're never getting back out, you would think they would just lose hope and this and that, but the dogs have definitely changed even them people.
It brings out that humanness. It allows us to kind of put down our wall a little bit.
It's definitely opened my eyes up. These programs have definitely changed me.
The handlers train and take care of the dogs until they're adopted.
It makes dogs more adoptable. It gives them their second chance, and as far as the handlers go, it gives them the opportunity to give back to society. We've had dogs go in that were totally just unruly, and they come out, more manners than some adult people.
While the dogs can't take away the crimes these men have committed, man's best friend can give them that glimmer of hope to become a better person.
We're here to make a difference in the animals' lives, but to see the difference that we make in people's lives too, by doing what we do, it just gives you a good all-over feeling.
And through the program,
just trying to get them
there's a change in an animal's life and a man's life, with every dog that comes through these doors and into these men's arms.
Dogs don't judge, people judge. And so the dogs will readily accept you as who you are, and to be accepted. And all of us, even these guys, they may be tough, but they're human beings and they're gonna want to be accepted.
The Puppies for Parole program does not cost taxpayers a dime. It's all made possible through volunteers and donations. Approximately 300 dogs have been adopted through the Licking prison, and more than 3,000 dogs have been adopted statewide as part of the Puppies for Parole program.
Lindsay Clein tonight. Thanks. Live